Here are the most embarrassing moments in sports. Before we get started, don't forget to like the video. Also, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our videos. So let's get started. Number 1. Gabriela Sabo is a long-distance runner from Romania. She left the stadium after the race and walked across the long jump track without realizing that Kofi Amoa Pra, a long-jumping athlete, was running towards him in the middle of his fast run. Look at the man wearing an orange hoodie. He reacts in a priceless way. Kofi Amoa Pra only realizes he's about to mow down Sabo right at the very last second. Yikes. Next time, Gabriela double checks that no one is currently engaged in a competition. Number 2. Usain Bolt was known for his incredible speed as an athlete. However, during the 2015 World Championships in Beijing, he was unable to avoid a cameraman riding a Segway. After finishing the 200 meters in an extremely quick 19.55 seconds, Bolt collided with an unpredictable Chinese cameraman. As Bolt completed his victory lap, a camera operator on a Segway somehow crashed into the celebrated athlete. Fortunately, no one was hurt, and the cameraman apologized to Bolt. Number 3. Kemba Walker, a basketball player for the Charlotte Hornets team, once embarrassed himself on live television. During a match in December against the Miami Heat, Walker appeared to shoot a three-pointer and then turned around to do a small celebration for the home crowd. However, the shot was not as successful as Walker thought. Instead, the moment turned into an epic fail when it turned out that he had already celebrated before making sure that the ball actually went in the net. Oops. Fortunately, he saw the humorous side of the situation. Number 4. Hitting other players unintentionally or deliberately is common in sports, but sometimes other people also get involved. This happened when Atlanta Hawks player John Collins received a hero's send-off after racking up a career-high 30 points in a win. He was doing high fives with his fans while on the way off the floor, but somehow, while trying to do high fives with people, he accidentally hit one kid in the face with his outstretched hand while looking in the opposite direction. Number 5. Maria Sharapova. Despite being a professional tennis player, she failed twice to hit the tennis ball tube held by Novak Djokovic on his head during a friendly challenge. On her second try to hit that tennis ball tube, she accidentally hit Djokovic on his body. He fell down and said, "Please don't do it anymore." Number 6. There have been several occurrences involving sports uniforms. A female tennis player's dress strap came undone when she was hitting the ball with the racket, and an anxious smile could be seen on her face. Number 7. Fans of softball will undoubtedly wince throughout this specific athletic event. Most people know that it's an unwritten rule of softball to never slide into first base. Sliding can also be dangerous, and here is a video showing why. Number 8. MMA fighter Joe Harding went viral after his bizarre decision to start showboating at the most inopportune moment. When Harding made this odd decision during a contest with Johan Segas in 2016, he may have taken one too many blows to the head. The pair were competing in the British Challenge MMA 18. Featherweight Joe Harding managed to get in a nice move against Segas and instantly began showboating. Unfortunately, Segas was able to quickly knock Harding out with a kick to the face as a result of this. Number 9. Jennifer Kramer, a defender for the German women's soccer team, attempted to double fist bump Nadine Angerer at the 2015 Women's World Cup. However, Nadine only did a double fist bump with another fellow player and totally ignored Jennifer. You could clearly feel this hammer blow of social rejection through the expression on her face. Number 10. Tupolev felt he had won the men's race at the 2016 Cyclocross World Championships. This occurred when the player believed he was the first to cross the finish line and hence the winner. He began to rejoice, but there was still a whole last lap to conclude the race. Number 11. The funniest part of this was Josh Hart's response when American professional basketball player James Harden of the Houston Rockets got mad and accidentally smacked himself with the basketball after missing the ball just a few seconds before the buzzer. Number 12. Jose Canseco is not a well-liked figure in the world of American baseball. In spite of scandals related to performance-enhancing drugs and legal problems, Canseco's most absurd sporting mistake occurred when he attempted to catch a baseball with his head. Given his lack of defensive talents, it was no surprise that he ended up getting hit. Fortunately, Canseco doesn't appear to be bothered by the incident. A pat on the head is all it takes for him to get back up and resume playing. Number 13. Sometimes players' reactions to their own actions are pretty hilarious. During a match between the Hornets and the Cavaliers, Cleveland Cavaliers player Cedi Osman spit out his mouthpiece during a free throw. After the mouthpiece came out of his mouth, and his reaction was quite unique. Number 14. In terms of hurdling, this man most likely had the worst track and field performance ever. Cameras managed to capture the unbelievably hilarious moment when a hurdler at the 2012 Chinese University Games decided to charge through every single barrier during a race. The runner realizes that hurdling is not for him after crashing into the first hurdle and managing to keep his equilibrium, and instead decides to break through 5 or 6 of the barriers. After ruining his own race, the runner proceeds to entirely take over the lane of the person next to him in order to disqualify them as well. Number 15. During the first-round clash in a tennis match, player Mardy Fish fell while saving the tennis ball from dropping on the ground. He got so close to the net that he fell over it and got stuck. His opponent, Ryan Harrison, helped him get back on his feet.